I get so many calls with people saying, I'm jealous, maybe my wife, my husband is looking at somebody else. And you know what? If you were the most loving, wonderful person to them, if you were adoring and sweet and kind and thoughtful and considerate and sexy, and all of that with them, nobody could drag them away from you. We support, mostly in our society, how you feel about your day and your needs being met. If I could think of one reason that people give me time and time and time again on the show when I ask them why they had the affair or why they hurt their feelings, and it's because, well, I wasn't getting my needs met. It's all about what I'm not getting. And people have forgotten that getting married is a pledge to make somebody else's life worth living.
How long is too long to be a girlfriend? Specifically, is 3 years too long when you're over 40?
3 years is too long no matter what age you are, except 15. You know what? I've always told women on the air, if I were dating now, on the first date I would say, the reason I am dating is to find a husband. If you're not dating to find a wife, we don't have to have a second.
Unless you don't want to be married.
Yeah, but she
There's
does.
no law that says
and
that.
Women make themselves very foolish. These days, women are doing this all the time. I get these calls, letters. I've even met people in personal situations who go, gosh, we've been going together 3 years, 6 years, we're shacking up, we're having sex, and he won't get married. Well, duh.
An email from Alicia in Temecula, California. I've been married 20 years. My husband and I get along fine. The sex is okay, but I've never been in love with him. He knows this, he accepts it, and wants to stay together. We have a 17-year-old. I'm willing to stay until he's 18. Would I be stupid to throw away 20 years in search of true love, or should I stay put and appreciate what I have?
You know what? She doesn't understand what love is. The 20 years and the 17-year-old and all they've had together and the warmth and the acceptance he's had for her, she's not going to leave and find that somewhere else. And, you know, I think people look for warmth as that panic attack feeling as opposed to the admiration and the adoration and the respect and all of that. She would be making a horrendous mistake. You know, over 70% of the people who divorce regret it, and they're willing to admit their lives are not better off.
Is there a specified time for sex?
Well, you know, some people think of sex and they think we go through this routine and then we have intercourse and we have to do that way every day. My theory is 15 minutes minimum every day. Just fool around with each other. Hug, kiss, caress, whatever comes from that. 15 minutes every day.
My question, Dr. Laura, is this. My girlfriend wants me to take money from her parents, and I am not comfortable doing that. Am I being unreasonable?
Yes, a real man. Okay. That girl will not make him into a pet.
Don't take it.
Don't take it. And you know what? Get rid of a girl who's going to be a daddy's girl.
What do you mean by the proper care and feeding of husbands, not wives?
Oh. I could never write the book, The Proper Care and Feeding of Wives. It would have one page. Yes, dear, whatever you say. Or I will be punished, and I know that. Well, let's be honest about it. I said the word simple, and people get confused because they think I mean stupid, and I don't. You're uncomplicated as a male. Females are very complicated. We're even complicated to ourselves, but we are the power in the home and in our relationships. A real easy, defining little example. You come home, you got personal with me. You got home and you had a really bad day, okay? You walk through the door and your beautiful wife meets you naked and says, let's go make mad, passionate love. I guarantee you and every other male would not even remember his day. Woman comes home after a bad day. Her husband meets her at the door naked and says, let's go make mad, passionate love. And she'll start screaming at him that he's a sex maniac and insensitive to her feelings. And you know it.
How can you generalize like that?
Because I've been on the radio for 31 years.
Should wives be whores?
With their husbands, why not?
That's what I mean.
Have a lot of fun. The latest research indicates that when women are, I don't feel like having sex, that it's not hormonal. Basically, it's overworked, underpaid, doing too many things, resentful, hostile. There's so many negative feelings built up. And what I tell these women on my show, well, I don't want to have sex with him, and what is it you wish him to do for the next 20 years? Just be understanding. I said, this is a joke, right? I said, so I tried another tact, which works quite well. Do you remember the last time you had an orgasm? Oh, yes. Wasn't it fun? Why would you turn down a perfectly good orgasm? aside from the fact that that usually registers, aside from the fact that you feel close when he listens to you, he feels close when you make love to him. It's a different language, same sentiment, and it has to go in a circle. And you enjoy it too, because a lot of women find that once they sort of get into it, that they get into it.
You're not proposing that the woman be literally a slave.
I'm proposing that the husband be her sex toy.
No, to slave to needs. You're not saying.
I think her husband should be her sex toy.